morning, children. Welcome back. Let's start with our prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, bless our time together and help us to have fun learning about you. Amen. Pooh and I are back in our tent this morning. That's because our story is about two brothers who lived in a tent. Teresa and Mike will be with us soon to read us the story. Before then, we have some news to share. Last week, Emily learnt how to ride her bike. Well done, Emily. You look very happy. Remember, everyone, if you have any news you'd like to share or you have a birthday, get Mum and Dad to let me know. Now, let's all get up and join in our first song.
Yes, He's with me every step. With me, God is with me. Yes, He's with me every step. I know God is with me every step I go. I know God is with me every step. With with you, yes, He's with you every step. With you, God is with you, yes, He's with you every step. And I know God is with you every step you go. I know God is with you every step.
Good morning. Today's story is called The Bad Brother. Isaac had two sons. The older son's name was Esau, which means hairy, and the younger son's name was Jacob, which means something like cheat. Isaac liked Esau the best because he was big and strong and hairy and could hunt. One day, when Isaac was old and blind, he asked Esau to go and kill an animal, cook the meat and bring it to him.
When you have done that,
He promised.
I shall tell you what you will get after I die.
Esau ran off, his bow slung over his shoulder and his hunting knife in his hand. But he was in such a hurry that he did not notice his mother, Rebecca, hiding behind the tent. Which son did Rebecca like best? Jacob, of course, partly because he stayed at home to help her, and partly because he was clever and sneaky, just like her. Rebecca decided then and there that Isaac's promise to Esau should go to Jacob instead. So she went and found Jacob, and together they plotted and planned. And in no time at all, Isaac had a visitor with a steaming plate of meat.
Oh, smells delicious. Bring it here at once, Esau.
The son brought the meat to his father. The son set it down. But the son was not Esau.
Here you are, father,
said Jacob in as gruff a voice as he could muster. But the old man was not fooled. Isaac may have been blind, but he was not yet deaf.
Is that really you, Esau? Come here and let me touch those hairy arms.
Jacob came closer. He stretched out his arms, and around them were wrapped the hairy skins from an old goat. Isaac touched the arms. He felt the hairy skin and he smiled.
It is you, Esau,
he said.
Well then, here is my promise. When I am gone, you will have my land and grow many crops. And besides that, I am putting you in charge of the whole family. They must do whatever you tell them.
Jacob could hardly believe it. So, when his father had kissed him, he ran off to tell his mother. But it was a good thing, for not a minute later, Esau came to his father with another plate of meat.
I'm back,
he said cheerfully.
and I can't wait to hear your promise. What?
Exclaimed Isaac.
I've already given my promise away.
And he told Esau what had happened. Esau listened, and bit by bit his face grew as red as his hair.
Jacob,
he shouted.
you cheat. One day I will kill you for this.
But God was watching, and he had something very different in mind.
Have you heard the story about my friend King Dave? He went and met the giant stand in his way. He said, hand me my sling, cause he's not that tall. Cause my God is bigger and I watch him fall. I'll be singing. My God's the king of the giants. My God's the king of the lions. My God's the king of the creatures of the deep. My God's the king. My God, my God's the king of the giants. My God's the king of the lions. My God's the king of the creatures of the deep. My God's the king of me. Well, have you heard the one about this guy called Dan? Yeah, he was a mighty holy praying when I'm lost and afraid, all alone in the dark, you are with me. Oh, you're with me. Everybody sing. My God's the king of rock.
Giants,
My God's the king of rock.
lions,
My God's the king of the creatures and the deep. My God's the king of me. My God's the king of the giants. My God's the king of the lions. My God's the king of the creatures and the deep. My God's the king of me. My God's the king of me. My God's the king of me. Yeah.
Thank you for the story, Teresa and Mike. Oh dear. Esau is very angry with Jacob. But we don't need to worry because God has a plan. Next week, Rhiannon will be telling us what that plan is. Do you remember Debbie asking us to draw a birthday cake? Did any of you do one? This is our birthday cake. Pooh and I have a challenge for you this week. We would like to know who Jacob and Esau's grandma and granddad were. We have had a story about them. If you know, get Mum and Dad to send your answer to the address on the screen. The address is also on our website. Until next week, it's bye from us and God bless to you all.